Well, good morning everyone, and welcome to the fields of Perthshire in sunny Scotland. And look at this, a new day, a beautiful day, and a new machine. Say hello to the XP DEUS II. So here it is. First thing to notice, no cables. It's all wireless, the coil, the headphones, the control unit. It's rechargeable. Took 3 hours to get the batteries up to full power. And apparently with the headphones on it will run for about 30 hours. 30 hours. So I've gone with the general program. I have changed the tones to square tones because I quite like the sound of that. I've just done a bit of ground balancing. And I'm in general program, which is program number 1. This field's been ploughed a while ago. This is the one that I got that beautiful silver ingot off of the other day, and a couple of Roman coins, and I'm sure there are going to be more finds to be had. It's only been ploughed a few weeks ago, so I would expect there's going to be some good signals to be had. It's just a case of how deep they are, and initially I'm just going to dig most things just to get to grips with this machine. So let's see what it can do. The most noticeable thing straight away for me is the weight. My XP Goldmax Power V4 versus this, I weighed them on the scales. The XP DEUS II is about 630 grams lighter, so that's getting on for £1.50, which is tremendous when you're metal detecting all day. So let's see what we get. The exciting moment I've been waiting on for the last 24 hours has arrived. We have got the first diggable signal. It's coming through at 82, 84, 83. Right, let's give it a bash and see what we get. A couple of spadefuls down, and there we go. First find with the DEUS II. It's a tin can, but that happens with metal detectors. It doesn't matter how expensive a metal detector you find, you will find junk. It's just a fact of metal detecting. What you have to do over time is start to winkle things like this out and discriminate them. And that will come once you get more used to the machine. You'll start to guess how the tones and how the figures should be. But, hey ho. That's me about 25 minutes in. My only diggable signal so far has been the tin can. As you see, still on general mode. And first thoughts on the machine. Firstly, as I mentioned at the start, it is hugely noticeable to me how much lighter it is. But at the same time, you know what it's like when you metal detect a ploughed field. From time to time you hit stones on the surface or you hit a big clod of earth. And the machine feels just as robust, if not more robust, than my XP Goldmax. You would think the compromise for lightness would be it maybe wouldn't be quite as rigid or quite as stiff when you're swinging, but it is really solid. Very nice bit of kit. Really comfortable in the hand. And the way that I've got it at the moment, I'm getting chirping coming back, I'm getting feedback coming back through the machine occasionally. It just tells me that it's all on, that it's all working. Little chitters of iron and other bits and pieces in the soil. So I'll come down into the sort of Roman corner, so I'm going to have a good hunt around and see if we've got any little Roman coins to be found. Let's see how we get on. We've got another digger, and this one sounds a lot better than the tin can, even though I've only had one signal. I think you just get your ear in, but you'll hear a little bit of chatter. and we've got an 85, solid, consistent 85. Let's try the pinpoint. So we press that. Right about there, I would say. But you'll see how consistent that is, sitting at 85, 85, 85. Oh, I hope this is a good one. Let's see what we get. 30 minutes in, give or take, and I think we've got our first coin. 3 spadefuls down. So about 6 inches, 7 inches maybe. And just on that last spade, look at that green edge. Circular in shape. It looks far too big to be a button. And it's a coin. My first coin. And it's gorgeous George. George the 5th. George the 5th. Nice to see you, George. And I think we'll get a date off of this as well. 1947, the year India gained, oh no, it's not, 1917. 1917, I was going to say, George the 5th only ruled to the late 1920s. Let's give it a wee rub-a-dub and see what we can see. Beautiful, always great to find a coin, and to get a coin with your new detector is even better. Georgius the 5th, by the grace of God, King of the Britons, Defender of the Faith, and Emperor of India. Emperor of India, should I say. You can see his bust looking to the left, and on this side, 1 penny, Britannia seated, 1917, so getting towards the end of World War I. That might be the year that the United States joined the World War I, possibly, if I remember rightly. So well done to the XP DEUS Part 2. We're on a roll 5 minutes later, and we've got another signal. Saying 94, 96. Spotted it straight away, first spade full. Coins 1, tin cans 2. It looks like some sort of maybe makeup powder or something like that. I think there's some lettering on it. I'll give it a little clean up, see if we can make out the letters. I think we've got the word Gibbs, Gibbs, and dentifrice, or dentifrice, dentifrice, and I think this is some sort of dental powder, like almost like a toothpaste but in powder form. Came in this little round container. My guess is probably around the sort of 1930s to 1950s, give or take. We've got another digger. '86, '87, and you'll see the bar saying that it's non-ferrous, so it's got this kind of horseshoe effect here with the F for ferrous on one side and NF for non-ferrous on the other, ferrous being iron based. So we definitely want it to be non-ferrous, and hopefully something good. Let's see what we get. We're out the hole in the first spade full. I didn't see anything obvious. I still got my trusty Garrett. I didn't get the pinpointer. Oh, there we are there. We have a knob. We change hands. We have a knob. looks like a little door handle or a little drawer handle off a piece of furniture. Try and get you out the wind a little bit. Got a lovely wee aeroplane doing the loops above me as well. So yeah, a little doorknob. You can see it's had a bit of iron attached to it, but that was a strong, consistent signal. Not particularly deep. My guess is it's probably Georgian or Victorian in date. An old piece of furniture that someone has brought into the field and burned. Because back in the day, before rubbish collection, people used to just dispose of their rubbish on the fields. Right, on to the next. The doorknob was right there, or the drawer handle, whatever you want to call it, and right here, '84. Same sort of signal, same sort of sound, maybe a matching hinge to go with it. Let's see. Well, we're up to tin can number 3. But still, you've got to dig them to find them. So I'm going to need to leave it there for the moment. So that was just a little hour and a half's introduction to the new XP DEUS II. Thanks again to Regton for lending me this machine to put it through its paces. I, believe it or not, have got to get back because my wife has got the horse dentist. Yes, you heard it, a horse dentist coming to give her horse's teeth a little once over. So I said I would give her a hand, and then the boys, hopefully Sneaky Pete and definitely Martin, and with a bit of luck Fletch, are all going to come for a little bit of detecting for a few hours. So this is just a very, very short hour and a half of me trying to get to grips with the XP DEUS II, but so far so good. I dug every good signal. I got, 3 cans, a doorknob, and more importantly, my first coin, a George V 1917 penny. I'm sure this machine is going to produce a lot more. And the boys have done very well in this field in the last few outings, so I'm sure there'll be another video up later with some, hopefully, very good finds. See you on the next one.